Do a little meditation before workout. Copper. Mmm. The water tastes so refreshing drinking out of copper. You can feel every bit of it. You know how you drink hot water and you feel it going down? I don't know. It just feels, I mean, you could tell when you're touching it. You could tell, you could feel it. Like, man, this feels so good, so sweet when you put it on your face. Put some water in your copper cup at night, and in the morning you get up, drink it. It's really good. Meditation, relaxing, just becoming in the present moment, like giving thanks, because we here another day, another chance. Get this thing here right, another chance for lifestyle change, another chance for what we put in our mouth, another chance, because I'm on this weight loss journey. And I'm like, whoo, another day. When I do my grand rising, I'm like, wow. When that sun is shining on your face, it's like, another day. There's something about that sunshine. And the birds chirping. When you hear the birds chirping, it's like, and you know what? When I see, it's like, when you're in certain seasons in your life, or certain seasons like we now, the cold, I mean, sometimes the weather be back and forth, but I'm just saying, you like, when you get in your other season, you have a more, like right now, I'm like, I want to see the bees, I want to see the wasps, I want to be like, I want to see the flowers. So, say for instance, so we, like, it's cold, winter, and, we in this season, naturally we're in this season, but there's different seasons in your life, and then you be like, I can't wait until the summertime comes. You start to have more reverence for certain things, like in the summertime, you're like, oh, it's so hot. Well, when you was in a winter season, you're thinking about, how much you're going to appreciate being in the summer. So I think certain seasons makes you more appreciative about the other seasons, right? So I think I'm going to have more reverence. I think I'm going to have more gratefulness when I see the bees and all that. Because I'm like, the summer is here because they out and everything. Like the summertime, like you be like, man, it's so hot. I think we'd be a little bit more appreciative of the hotness. Be like, whew, I want to sit in the sun. I think we, different seasons. But then, you have to learn to be grateful. Be like, okay, I'm in this particular season, and I'm going to sit here and be grateful. And that's what I'm doing right now. Being grateful and being present. It's like whatever you want to be, whatever you want to attract, be that. Become that. Remember, I am that I am. The Bible is very powerful and very, very spiritual. Sometimes I think we're afraid, like, am I dreaming too big? I don't think we dream too big. It's just that it's the limitations of others that they put on our lives. When we need to say, that's your limit. Some people can't see past their shoe size. What I mean by that is what's around them. They can't see past that. Then you have others that be like, you could take them somewhere and they be like, I see it. You know. How about we stay connected to the source? You know, stay connected to the source. It's infinite. So whatever the vision is for our lives, give us more broader, keep showing us. Like they say, the faith of a mustard seed. Mustard seed is so small, can move mountains. So it's not that impossibilities can't happen. It's that we've never been shown that. So I think the Bible reminds us, like in Psalms, I was thinking about David. How David, and I'm noticing that, you know what? Like, David was a worshiper. And I'm noticing that, like, for real, it's like, you know how some people be like, you know, it's like you gotta be careful of the words you speak. But David was a worshiper. And I do notice that when I began to worship, this is spiritual, what I'm about to say. Some people be like, she's seeing things. Man, I can tell you some things and you be like, okay. Well, when I begin to praise God, when I begin to worship and sing songs, and it becomes really strong to me, I can see, like, it's like this, how, like, silhouette, like the angels begin to come gather where I'm singing at, for real, and I can see it. It's like you can see, it's like a silhouette of angels. Like, I can see them. Like, not, I can't see the full form, but I can see, like, I guess if I don't know, maybe it's not meant for me to see it, but I can see, would I say the silhouette? It's like this metallic type look, like, I want to say silver, I can't even explain, but I begin to start seeing them when I be praising God, and I'd be like, or if I'm in a conversation, or I'll just be like in a moment and I'll begin to see them. So the spiritual realm is definitely real, for real. So David was a worshiper, I understand how he was able to do it. You like stay like just worshiping him in his presence. Many doors are open. I'm like, why am I need to sing throughout the day while I'm cleaning up, washing, or anything, or about to do something, doing business or whatever. Worship is, the angels really come to you. That's the same thing. What do you think? Like when people, let me see. Like they say, cleanliness is next to godliness. So that means, like when you worship God, they come in your presence, right? That means, the angels and everything, it's like you command heaven and they come. What do you think they be saying? Holy Spirit, you're welcome in this place. It's like, or people could do bad things and that's how they get demonic. Don't you think you do good things, what'll happen? Beautiful, angelic, God's presence. That's why, in churches they sing, they bring the presence of God. And that's a sure way is through worship. I know speaking in tongues and all that, that's good. That's really good. I'm just saying, when you worship, you bring upon a presence to where you can feel it. Like, oh yeah, speaking in tongues and stuff, that does it too, for real. That does it too. But I'm just saying, when because I used to, like, say for instance, you pick one particular area in your house and be like, you know what? I'm going to pray here. Listen, if you, that one particular area, and you be like, say for instance, you have a closet that's big, right? And you lay on the floor and every day you pray, or you lay on a cloth or whatever, and you keep praying on that, you just stay dedicated to that. If somebody come in there, they're going to feel like, whoa, what's this? I can feel the presence. The angels want to be around the worship. The angels want to be around good, So, it's like when you do certain things, you can usher in a presence. You definitely can. So, you can definitely do that. So, that's one thing we could do is sing songs of praise. And then there's another thing, is seeing like worship, seeing your children seeing you worship. That way they know, because all this throwing these different, like, every time you watch the news or something, it's a bunch of bad, you don't know what's going on in your spirit, but if you can get in the presence, you're good. So you gotta basically learn to unwind and disconnect from this matrix, because it's like a lot of things going on. Who wants to feel sad when you watch something? I know I don't. This copper cup is really good. It feels, when you drink from it, it feels so vibrant. So I'm just meditating, sitting here, and I'm about to do workout, so I'll be like, let me mellow out. Let me just mellow out. Get a little stretches in before workout. it's something else with like, man, I'd be like, would this weight hurry up and drop off? But I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I'm ready to get smaller instantly, but I understand, like, probably not going through the process, maybe, because sometimes when you go on a journey, you learn certain things, like with the weight loss, I'm like, you gain knowledge and everything, and, so, I'm like, I know that I need to stay active with this weight loss journey, I know that. I know that I need to watch my calories, I know that. But this is a journey. I'm like, man. And then, say for instance, this weight loss journey, right? I'll be doing good. And then the body is so smart. You be doing good, right? And then your body like, oh, she trying to starve me and then hold on to the weight. I'm like, but it's okay because as long as you moving towards your goal, like with anything in life, you move towards your goal, and then pretty soon you see results. Doing the workouts in the morning, pretty soon I'll see the results. I just need to stay steady with it. Stay steady with it. Yep. But I'm just gonna meditate and breathe, unwind and relax. It's all about trying to just be still. Be still. That's like, I gotta be still. Try to sit as upright if you possibly can. Just unwinding before the workout. where you are, it's okay to just take time out, a moment to reset, reflect. Just, you have a, like, we always, like, we need to cleanse, What about cleaning our soul? What about cleaning our spirit so to be free? This is a way to clean, like, just not think about don't ever try not to think about anything. Just breathe and just sit in the present moment. Because this moment never existed. It never existed. So, I'm just thankful to God. I never seen this day. Somebody didn't make it. It's me. I'm here. Like they say, it's me, oh Lord. Me, oh Lord. Standing. I made it. By the grace and mercy. By His grace and mercy. You ever get someone something and they didn't say thank you? You like, you give because you give. But just imagine if that person say thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Versus the person just going on their way like, oh, okay. Give them the credit, they're like, oh, okay. I'm like, thank you, I never seen this day. We never seen this day. We have another chance. It's never too late. It's never too late. You know what? I have the book too. I love this book. It's a small read, of course, but I like it. And the reason why is she has such a huge imagination. And yes, I have all of the, I can watch it anytime, but this right here is Anne of Green Gables. Anne of Green Gables. The reason why I like it is because she's always dreaming. She in her own, she's just all up in her fantasy dreaming. And people be like, snap out of it. And imagination, she definitely has. When I be laughing, I'll read it. I be laughing, I'll read it. It's so smart, you read over and over again because it's just so funny. But I found the book, Anne of Green Gables. And I have all her tapes, the series. And I be watching, I be laughing. Because she's so funny to me. They're like, because a lot of us, we have a huge imagination, but when you get older and different experiences, you lose that. You lose that imagination. It took an imagination. Everything was a thought before it became manifest and written on paper. Write it down, make it plain, so that he who reads it will basically, they see it and just, they'll see it. It's like plain, making it, it's just right there. Write it down. So it was a thought first, and they wrote it down. And then once they wrote it down, what happened? They wrote it down, and then you have everything. This cloth, everything. This right here, This right here, the dress, it was all a thought. So, what happens when you have so many distractions? Like, when you have so many distractions, like a vision. It's like television, live vision. It's like kinda, you're looking at that vision. That's like a vision of some person or whatever. It's like, but it's like you gotta be like, let me just breathe and unwind. Just disconnect. So take a deep breath, and then I'll hold it, and then I'll release it. broken heart. Create in me a clean, renew me the right spirit. Create in me a clean heart. Renew me the right spirit. Anoint my head with oil. Give me the words to speak. Give me discernment to know when to speak and when not to speak. Fill my cup. Renew me. Create me clean. Renew me the right spirit. I want to have a personal relationship with you. Why should I have to run to others when I can pray for myself? Men, broken heart. Create in me a clean heart. Renew in me the right spirit. Make me whole so that I may lack nothing. as I sit in this present moment, I receive everything God has for me. I receive. I am truly loved. I am truly loved. I truly love me. Instead of looking for love outside myself, it's in here. So I am truly loved. Meditation before workout. A little bit of tea. That's good. All right. Let's enjoy this day because we've never seen it before. There's never been one like this day. That's for sure. Because this is the day that the Lord has made. He made us another day. This is the day that the Lord has made. And guess what? We're going to be glad in it. Because this is the day. Let's be present. Remember when we was in school? And they doing a roll, like, here, I'm here, present. We're present in this present moment. We're present. We're here. Another day that we never seen before, right? Let's be present. Guess what? I bet you'd be present if you'd be present in that present moment if they said, in this present moment, you have won $1 billion. You like, I'm present. Right? Be present. Here I am. I'm present. So let's sit in the present moment and live, love, and laugh. And guess what? Stop letting other people stop you. Stop letting their limits stop you when you're unlimitless, if that's a word. So there's no limit. God is infinite. Some of us as artists, some of us are the most awesome music producers, movie producers, models. Some of us are fashion designers. Some of us are philosophical. I can't even hardly say the word, but what I'm trying to say is some of us are speakers. Some of us are teachers. Some of us are healers. Some of us are lawyers, doctors, architects, engineers. Some of us have great memory. And that would be great to teach people how to memorize things. Because it's almost a science to everything. So, some of us are builders, designers. You ever walk up to somebody's house like, oh, this is beautiful. They just have the eye. Why wait? This is what I learned on this journey. When God, it says, the gift will make room for you. Or just think, when God gives us something, we be like, I'm not going to do it right now because I don't have this. When are we ever going to have everything we need to start something? No, He gives you just enough. You know, He gives you have everything you need to get started with whatever you have a vision on. You can get started. Guess what? Put on some piece of paper. Guess what? Draw it. Let me tell you something. When somebody, sometimes when people build things, they may have it little miniature ones, and then it becomes bigger and bigger. Watch Pinocchio. That's spiritual. He created the little boy and went to sleep. What happened? Magic happened. So whatever you need. I learned that one time. I was praying at 5 a.m. and God told me to write something down. I told him, hold on, let me get up and go out the room. He said, write this down. In my finite mind, I'm like, God is not dumb, very intelligent. I don't even think you can use intelligent. He's just infinite. So when He told me to write this down, He already knew it was a pencil right there. But I didn't know. First thing I did, I was like, let me go. I'm thinking in my brain, this ain't come from me. But write this down. I should have said, okay, at least start looking for things that was around me that I had to at least start the process. First thing I going out the room and everything, going farther from His presence, right? I mean, His presence, what I'm saying is I went away from that room, that area, looking for it, I'm searching for it when God had it right there. But when I went to get up, He said, no, stay right there. It's here. It's in the room. And I said, no, it's not. Now I'm telling in my brain, I'm like, no, it's not. I could go in another room and get it. When God gives you something, it's right there. So what I found, it was a pencil around the corner in the closet, like right there. You have the sliding doors. It was right there, a pencil. Ink pen maybe fell or something out of one of my purses. And then I was like, oh, I didn't know that. Paper right there. I wrote down what He told me. Pencil. So when He tell us something, we may be like, we don't have it. People is making stuff out of wood, cardboard, Be like, I want to build this town. You can draw it. You can, look, it's certain dimensions. You could do it in 3D. You could do like, bring a city using paper, like gluing it together, building it. And once more and more you keep doing it, then it goes to writing it down. I'm just saying, whatever we have. We can start with a piece. Everybody have paper. People have cell phones. You can do attachment and pull it from Google and put that on there. And just look at that vision all the time. Wherever you want to be, look at the vision. It's a lot of people. What you think when they be having thousands of people? The first thing they tell you, it was in my head, I always visioned it. You don't really wait till the people get there before you do what you're supposed to do. Like, that's just like somebody want to be around you now, you wealthy. But when you wasn't wealthy, they didn't want to be around you. But when you be like, go on somewhere with that. That's like your gift or whatever you've been through in life. It's like you can create that. So if your vision, like let me vision, well then put it on paper. That's a vision. You can see it. Same thing. But you just brought it over in this. You got it out your brain and brought it over in this dimension. And just look at it every day. Put it on your mirror and look at it. So, shoot, when I just, look, if I see myself on a yacht, I'm going to put myself in a yacht. Pull it off the internet, place my body in the yacht, and look at that every day. Like right now. Every time I eat, I be in watching a different country while I'm eating. Because there's no limit. When I'm thinking and imagining something, that's just in another dimension. You got to bring it forward. Like, I kept saying, I want a wooden comb 2 weeks ago. Like, I want a wooden comb. But I'm like, if I order, I'm like trying to find which store has it. I'm like, if I order, it's going to take this amount of time. Why? I was walking in a secondhand store. And it wasn't one. Excuse me. But it wasn't one. It was two wooden combs. I was like, wow, yes. Wooden comb, nice. Look like nobody didn't use it. I cleaned it still. Like wooden combs, you can't just throw them in water because what happened? They real wood, it'll warp and stuff. So what you got to do is get a clean toothbrush, put oil on it, put it on, and you scrape it with the comb, brushing it, like brushing the teeth of the comb, wooden combs with the oil. I was like, and it wasn't like they was new. I was like, wow. I really wanted that. So you want to keep everything flowing evenly. So like, creating me a clean heart, renewing me the right spirit. I don't want to be in the way of nothing. I want everything that God has for me. Another thing. Go watch Nollywood with the N. So they have Hollywood, Nollywood, Bollywood. You hear that? You hear that? Same, but one has an N, one has an H, so Bollywood will be considered India. Nollywood is considered Africa. So Watch some of them. Every video is spiritual. Nollywood. Nollywyood. Nollywood. Watch them. It's beautiful. Every movie is spiritual. It gives you the aspect of spiritual, like, you can look at it very spiritual, because they always have like they always have like a king. Well, it'd be a prince, right? And he has to look for a wife. And what he'll do is he'll come and I don't know if Coming to America was watching some Nollywood on Coming to America. What he did, came there, he wanted to present himself as very poor. I don't know, they might have been watching Nollywood. But anyway, that just, you don't know what people, just like with different medicines, they go and study people in the bush with nothing, using them herbs and stuff, medicines, get studied, and they study it, and then they take it. And let me go back. Focus. See, that's, I gotta meditate. But so in Nollywood movies, they have a king, right? So what the king does, Prince, it's time for him to get married. So the king presents his son with a wife, and he decides to go live somewhere and play like he ordinary, so he can find a wife, not just after his money. He wants to find real love, so he can be satisfied. So what he does is he goes and make like he poor and finds himself a wife. And sometimes he don't even find, sometimes he do, but sometimes he find like she don't even be looking, she be just looking like raggedy a little bit, but her heart is so beautiful. He be setting it off too, because when he find her, they be dancing, throwing money all around, and the family, and giving them family money, and they be dancing, and she be just with gifts, and then he take her, she be looking a certain type of way, braids or whatever in her hair, and he'll take her, and she'll be redone over, and she'll be praying to God anyway, but she'll find him and be like, and then find out he's a prince, and then they bring him to the village. Bring royalty to come to the village, and they be just beautiful. That's Nollywood. And then they'll have an incident where it'll be crazy things going on in the family, and it'll be something spiritual. They'll show like something demonic causing things to happen in people's lives. They always put it to something like, yesterday I was watching a movie, and this girl, she couldn't get a job, and her friend was like, we gotta fast, we gotta pray, we gotta fast. They feel like if something's going bad with your life, it's something demonic, like, and then once they figure it out, you'll see the person be talking, like a spirit will leave, because they demonic spirit to cause, because you never know what somebody could be wishing on your life and stuff, but they use like, Nollywood, which, like Hollywood movies, they take it to a more extreme, because that's what it's called, drama, for a reason. So it could be more, big butts, big chest, I'm just kidding. But, that's what they do. Everything be big so that you can see it, you watch it. Because a lot of people like to watch stuff that's not, like, watch stuff a little, like, bigger than them, or what I would say. But anyway, so in this movie they show like some evil person doing bad, and all the kings, they can't not do bad stuff. They do that too, where, like I said, if there's something going on bad in their lives, they like, it's something demonic. So they have, like, in the movie, they have like spiritual, like some, church or spiritual, like someone is divine and they do good. Then they'll have someone that practice bad stuff, doing bad things, like witchcraft or whatever and some people go and talk to them to get whatever they need to get. And when they do bad, or they go to the good, Christian or a preacher or something, he'll pray for them, and all of a sudden they get delivered. Then that other person be talking about, and they'll pass out or they'll die or something. And then everybody be like, they was involved in that, like, oh my goodness. But one thing, when they have, like the king, he's about his people, and he has to do divine things. And they have a group of elders that come around, like when something going on in the village, say if someone fussing or fighting, they run to the king. Like they had almost like, how they did Solomon in the Bible, where the lady, they ran to her and was like, that's why I think the Bible is about, it's really history. But to me, some of the parts are. But when, like in Solomon, when they ran to the king, that's what they be doing in these movies. When the two ran to the king, and she was saying, this is my baby, and she was like, no, this is my baby. And then the king, they were supposed to be very wise. He said, I'll just split them in half. And then the one real mother was like, no, let her take them. That's how they do in the Nollywood movies. Like the king is always there. If they're having anything, like over here we take it to court, but over there they take it to the king, and he's supposed to be very wise, supposed to be very divine. He's not allowed to do bad things. When he do, they send in a spiritual guide, and they be like, you can't do it, especially with the ancestors. You have to honor the ancestors. You can't do bad because you're spiritually anointed. So that cloth has to stay pure. If not, then something happens where the whole village, everything, it goes down, like as if it was a house, and if the king do something bad, it tinkles down into like they say, generational curses or whatever. But when he do good, the village be doing good. You may have something go on, like I said, and the king would be like, and he'll be very wise to dictate this and that. But go watch Nollywood. That's all. Go watch Nollywood. It's really, and then it'll let you see Africa in a different light. They're beautiful, so rich, and like every household is like they have a major king, but the household, they have their maids and their maidens and all that. And then some people, don't they have several wives? Not all of them. They be like, nah, I'm not down with that. Some of the movies may show that, but it's always, when they show it, it's always some drama going on, because them wives be fighting. They really, I know when a prince get his, he just get one wife. He have his queen, because you know why? He picked true love. He don't need all these different, because when they do be having several wives, they be like, watching a movie, they be like, the wives be fighting and all kind of things. Then one wife be trying to poison the other, and then it be like that, so it be some crazy junk. It'd be male chauvinist pigs, nah. But I'm just saying, that's the movie. But I'm saying, try not to focus on that. Try to focus on the spiritual part when the king. I mean, it's a lot of good movies on there. Like the preacher, he always have one wife. He don't be all that crazy stuff. And then, like in the Bible where Solomon had several. But, I mean, not to get on that subject, I'm just saying, go watch Nollywood. And it's some real good movies on there. And then it'll teach you about the culture a little bit. I mean, like I told you, it's Nollywood, like Hollywood. It may make a drama, but I'm just saying, it's beautiful and royalty. So, anyway, blessings. Let's enjoy this present moment. for the workout. Time for the workout. Time for workout. Time for workout. Time for the workout. Time for the workout. Time for the workout. Time for the workout. Yeah, time for the workout.